What are a pair of ski boots doing on Motoring 88? Find out later on Behind the Wheel.
And now, Behind the Wheel with Charlie Goodman.
Most knowledgeable skiers will spend anywhere from 1 to 10 or perhaps even more hours trying to find a ski boot that will give them the right mix of performance, safety, and comfort. And yet that same skier, when they come to buy a car, might spend as little as half an hour and make their choice purely based on something subjective, such as the shape of the car and the color. Well, we think that there's much more to it than that. All right, first let's check this sports car. Getting in the car was quite simple. However, once inside, I've discovered that I can't even depress the clutch, so there's a seat adjustment problem. Well, we'll move it up and we'll get that made correct. There we are, that's better. Clutch in and out, hands on the steering wheel very comfortably. But now I perceive that there is another problem. Because in a sports car, it's so important that the seat contain me against lateral motions from the G-forces. The seat has substantial side bolsters. Well, now there's such a narrow opening here that for me to get in and out presents somewhat of a problem. Perhaps a year or so of having to do this, that could become a little annoying. Here we have an intermediate sedan. Having adjusted this seat properly, let's just get it up here, there we are, you will notice that getting in and out is quite a bit simpler with this car. Again, the reason is that in a sedan, the side bolsters are not as prominent as they were in our sports car. It certainly helps if you have a car that offers a steering wheel that has a proper hand position placement. Here we are with spokes at the 9 o'clock and the 3 o'clock position where you can hook your thumbs over and actually turn the steering wheel using the leverage of your thumbs so that your hands can just relax around the wheel, giving very quick and easy access to these column stocks that have all of the other controls on them, lights, wash, flash, and what have you. Further, the steering wheel, I notice, offers an uninterrupted view of the gauges, which of course is very desirable in a car that should fit you properly. But all steering wheels are not created equal. This particular steering wheel has a feature that designers seem to be favorable with these days, in that instead of having spokes which they think blocks the view of these stocks, it invites me to hold my hands in a position very low on the steering wheel, which is actually not very efficient when it comes to maneuvering in a crisis. Mirrors. Every car should have 3 in order to eliminate blind spots as best as possible. Further, how convenient it would be if we had an adjuster located inside the car that we could correctly angle the mirrors without having to step out into the cold. Even an intermediate sized car such as this can offer a very spacious and usable trunk capacity. Another handy feature is to select a car with a trunk with a low sill, which makes it much easier to reach in and extract very heavy or very long objects. I'll let you in on a secret. The back seats fold down. Are you buying a gear shift car next time around? Join us next week on Behind the Wheel. We're going to do some shifting.